Alright, Shalom Martin. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, Kalala Yamla Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Yahweh is a true name for the Heavenly Father, the Almighty, the Creator of all things. And Yahweh Shai is a true name for the Son of the Heavenly Father, our Deliverer, our Lord and Savior. Alright, who's going to deliver us, from the coming destruction. Alright, it's coming upon earth. Double honors to our apostles of GMS, the true teachers in Israel. Alright, from the Apostle and down. Alright, double honors and salutations to the Akim, pushing this word with our sincerity and our truth. Alright, we are the real Israelites. We are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Alright, the Heavenly Father has chosen us to be a special people of Himself. But because we have transgressed the laws of the Heavenly Father, we are being punished. But as how it gonna be, the remnant are selected, a few gonna be delivered, and mercy gonna be shown unto those that small remnant. But without further ado, the topic at hand was sparked from what this individual did, the channel which go by the name Seed of Israel. And you should pay attention to that person who have that channel, whosoever they are. Pay attention to the name of your channel, all right, because it says what seed of Israel, all right, and he said you are who your father is destroyed in 4 minutes or less. So he's sorry, he's trying to say that is destroying that you are not who your father is. You don't go by that. But what I'm really going to focus on in this lesson is the word pedigrees. Now, he did that video, and this is a beautiful video from brother Rakarcom, who deal with that mixed seed statement, what's mixed seed and things like that. The beautiful video, brothers can go and check that out. And for those who outside of the camp GMS who want to learn something, you can check these two videos out. This is from the brother Ira GMS Intellect. Two good video. Addressing this particular topic. See, but I'm really just gonna focus on numbers 1 and 18. The word pedigree, meaning now numbers 1 and 18 is and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. Now, they declare their pedigree, meaning their line. All right, when you look up this word pedigree, all right, which he did, but you have to go into the etymology of word, man. Of word, you have to go into the etymology of word, and that's what I'm really going to focus on, the etymology and more information on that word pedigree. To bear, bring forth, beget, gender, travail, bear, bring forth, of child's birth. Now, to bear, then basically mean to bear like a bear fruit. Then or to you say bring forth of childbirth. Now, in order for a mother or a woman to bear a child or to give birth, something must be placed inside of her. Man. See? Now, let's go further into this word pedigree from Miriam. A register recording a line of ancestor. See? An ancestral line, lineage. seeing the origin of the history of something, seeing a distinguished ancestry. Now, a distinguished ancestry, you have different seeds that different nations come from. Seeing, and in order for you to determine their nations where they come from, you have to go back to their forefathers. Just like the lineage of the Edomites, you have to go back to what? Esau, Edom. Zin, which is their what? Their forefather. Our forefather lineage go back to what? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. See? So our ancestral lineage or line is traced by what? The father. The recorded purity of breed of an individual or strain. See? And it is spiritual sense and biblical knowledge to actually when you read and look up this word pedigree. See, let's go. It says what? Literally, shaped from the shape made by the lines of a genealogical chart. We're going to go into that word genealogy. Again, in the word pedigree in Miriam, in etymology online, and the word etymology go back to the word etymon, which means truth, or the true meaning of words, where words really come from. Genealogical table or chart. Now let's look up this word genealogy. Line of descent. Degree, pedigree, descent. Seeing tracing of a family. Seeing the making of a pedigree, generation descent. Seeing, and how do you do that? By tracing your lineage by the man, because the man is the one who plant the seed. Now, this word, when a seed is planted in a woman, she is then what? Conceived. Alright, now this word conceived, to take seed into the womb, become pregnant. From stem, Old French, concevoir, modern French concevoir, Latin concipere, past participle conceptus, to take in and hold, become pregnant. And you hold it when she take in that seed and she hold it, that seed is then nourished. And it gathers the flesh, and because it is planted into a soil, and the earth and the mineral of the soil, nourish it up, man. Let's see if we can find a precept in Wisdom of Solomon. In my mother's womb, let's see if I think of Wisdom of Solomon. Let me see if I can skip to it and find it. Let me see. Hold on a bit. In Wisdom of Solomon. Right. Salakia. Wisdom of Solomon 7. Wisdom of Solomon 7. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 1. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him, the offspring of what? Him, a man that was first made of the earth, and in my mother's womb she take in an old seed, according to the word conceive. Seed was planted in her womb, and she take in and hold that seed, right? Was I fashioned to be flesh? And there it was developed. Saying the seed was developed, it was planted, then it was developed. All right, by the nutrients of the soil and whatsoever else take place in that to nourish up that seed, man. All right, so he was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man and the pleasure that came with sleep. See? So that word pedigree really it go back to you know seed being planted and nourished up, and that's how you chase your line. You choose to know what else, and that was what they were figuring out and sorting out. They were um finding out their families which house them belong to. Because even if you read in Ezra's, you have when you come out of the Babylonian captivity, a lot of us couldn't find which tribe or family we belong to. Then the priest had to use the Urim and the Thummim. They have to seek the spiritual guidance of the Most High to find out which tribe um some of the people were from, and there was a lot of them because they were in captivity and they lost a lot of knowledge of which house they belong to. Zim, and that's what they had to do, man. They had to figure out their true line, whether they belong to the tribe of Benjamin, they are Israelite just the same, or whether they belong to the tribe of Benjamin, Judah, Levi, and so on and so forth. But it doesn't matter which soil, the seed is planted in. Just like if we live from Jamaica with an apple seed, out to eat the apple out here. Let's look up this word. Let's try it. Let's do something. Let me show you what an out to eat the apple is. I'm just typing Jamaican apple. Alright. This is what Jamaican apple look like, right? And this is the seed. If you take the seed and bring it to a soil, bring it to America and plant it in the soil or in the ground of America, this is what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get nothing else. See? You're not gonna get an orange. You're not gonna get um one of those foreign apples, that Esau have. You're gonna get out of eat Jamaican apple, for example. See? This is the seed, and when you plant that seed, see, you're gonna get this apple. And that show you also that there's no such thing as mixed seed or mixed race. So this word pedigree, let's go back over it. See? Let's go back over it. The register or recording of a line of ancestor. See? An ancestral line, lineage. Let's look up this word lineage. A descent from a line from a common progenitor. See? A group of individuals tracing descent from a common ancestor. See? Now, let's look up this word progenitor. An ancestor in direct line, forefather. A biological ancestral form. Let's just look at this word forefather. A person of an earlier period and common heritage. Forebearer. See? It's simple. It is very simple, man. See? And it just take the looking up of words, man. Just to look up a simple word. To go back to the root of it. See? So it doesn't matter if the seed was planted in Africa, a white woman, a Edomite woman, seeing a Ammonite woman. It doesn't matter. The seed is determined by who the father is. See, if he just like if no matter who she implanted seed in, that seed gonna remain an Israelite. If the man is an Israelite, once the man is an Israelite, that seed remain an Israelite, man. Just like this, the apple seed remain an apple. The outer eat the apple remain an outer eat the apple, regardless of which country somebody take it to and plant it in that side. See? And that's all I want to bring up, man. And this hope it was edifying to the hope for the leg because there's a lot of madness out there concerning the doctrine and concerning these pop-ups, man. Just popping up all over the place, with wayward doctrines. See, with that, man, we say shalom until next one.